Hi, loves. It's your girl Mila, and welcome back to Mila's TV. In the last episode, Daniel fought through pain, hunger, and heartbreak, but every struggle planted a seed of strength. This is part 3, The Light, where destiny begins to reward his patience, and the love he thought was lost finds its way back. Let's dive in. Part 3, The Light. Chapter 21, A New Beginning. Months passed since the scholarship came through. Daniel was transferred to a better school, a place that smelled of new books and clean halls. He walked through the gate wearing a new uniform for the first time in years. His mother waved proudly from afar. He promised himself silently, "I will make this count." Teachers admired his brilliance, and classmates respected his discipline. Still, he missed Grace, her smile, her encouragement, her quiet strength. Sometimes, success feels lonely when the one you want to share it with isn't there. Chapter 22, Letters to Grace. Every Sunday evening, Daniel wrote a letter he couldn't send. "Dear Grace, I hope you're happy where you are. I'm doing better now, but not a day goes by without thinking of you." He hid the letters under his pillow. They were his therapy, his silent conversations with hope. Even when love is gone, it leaves behind a voice that whispers, "Keep going." Chapter 23, The Teacher's Surprise. One morning, Daniel's literature teacher, Mrs. Johnson, handed him a form. "You're one of the students selected for an inter-school writing competition," she said. He hesitated. "Me?" She smiled. "Yes. Your essays have heart. That's what writing is about." Daniel poured his life into that story, the boy who refused to break. When results came, he came first. Pain writes the most beautiful stories. Chapter 24, A Face from the Past. At the award ceremony, Daniel froze. Among the guests was Grace, now a student of another prestigious school. Their eyes met across the hall. She smiled softly. "You did it," she mouthed. He couldn't speak, emotions flooded him. After the event, she walked up to him. "See? I told you, pain builds purpose." He chuckled. "And you were right, as always." Some people don't return to our lives by chance, they return because destiny still has work for them. Chapter 25, The Warning. That night, Grace's father found out she had spoken to Daniel again. "I warned you about that boy," he shouted. Grace stood firm. "He's not just a boy, Daddy. He's a survivor." Her father sighed angrily. "You'll ruin your future over someone beneath you." But she knew deep down, love wasn't about class. It was about connection. Real love doesn't fear what people say. It fears losing the one who understands your soul. Chapter 26, The Offer. A few weeks later, Daniel received a letter from a local NGO. They had read his story from the competition and wanted to sponsor his university education once he graduated. He ran home, waving the letter. "Mama, our prayers are working." His mother hugged him tightly. "Your light is finally shining, my son." That night, Daniel knelt to pray, not for money, but for the strength to remain humble. When blessings come, humility keeps them. Chapter 27, Grace's Decision. Grace visited Daniel secretly one evening near the print shop. "I can't keep pretending," she said. "My father doesn't understand what you mean to me." Daniel looked at her gently. "You shouldn't fight your family for me." "I'm not fighting them," she said softly. "I'm choosing what makes me happy." They stood there, holding hands, under the orange glow of the streetlight, their first real moment in months. Sometimes love doesn't shout, it simply stands and stays. Chapter 28, The Big News. Daniel was chosen to represent his school at a national youth summit in Lagos. It was his first time leaving his town. On stage, he spoke about perseverance and the power of hope. His words moved the crowd to tears. Among them, Grace watched proudly. She had come secretly to support him. When you rise after falling, the world doesn't just clap, it learns. Chapter 29 The Letter from Grace's Father. A week later, Daniel received a sealed letter. It was from Mr. Williams. Daniel, I misjudged you. You've shown strength and character beyond wealth. You have my respect, and my permission to see my daughter. Daniel read it twice, tears filling his eyes. For the first time, the mountain between them had fallen. Respect is love's highest language. Chapter 30 The Light Returns. Grace came to visit Daniel's home for the first time. His mother welcomed her warmly, her eyes full of gratitude. They all sat outside, watching the sunset fade over the rooftops. No fancy things, no riches, just peace. Daniel smiled. We made it through the dark. Grace held his hand. And now, we walk in light. When love survives the storm, it becomes unbreakable. Even the longest nights end with dawn. Daniel's light is finally shining, but every light attracts shadows. In the next episode, Part 4, The Storm, success meets new challenges, and love faces its hardest test yet. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm your girl Mila, and this is Mila's TV.